Senator Graham Cracker, Trump's brand new butt boy in the Senate, slammed the White House over Gina Haspel's absence. Oh, he did. He really, really did. He called the briefing, this is tough, Lindsey Graham Cracker. It was inadequate. That's the word he used. He slammed it. It was inadequate. And he threatened to withhold his vote on any must pass legislation in the Senate until such a briefing is held with Gina Haspel, who knows a lot about torture. She can tell you what key the victim is screaming in when his fingers are being cut off. She can tell you where the person's mind went when she hears how hard their face is being slammed into a wall. She's an expert on the sound effects of torture. Graham Cracker said, quote, I'm not going to be denied the ability to be briefed by the CIA that we have oversight of about whether or not their assessment supports my belief that this could not have happened without MBS knowing. Yeah, well, you hold it. You hang in there, Graham Cracker. Use that tough language on Trump. Why, you son of a bitch, that was inadequate. And Senator Jeff Flake, he's called the Trump administration to take a harsher line on Saudi Arabia in response to the killing of Mr. Khashoggi and the torture, dismemberment. Jeff Flake told reporters following the, quote, briefing, end quote, that, quote, I wish Miss Haspel would have been there. A lot of us were frustrated that she wasn't. Oh, Jeff, that's almost as strong as Graham Cracker's statement. Boy, you two guys together, you're just like, you're as strong as, like a like a s'more, the chocolatey, marshmallowy part. Pompeo was asked today why Haspel didn't attend, given that Mike Pompeo attended similar briefings in his previous role when he was CIA director. Pompeo answered, I was asked to be here, and here I am, which is about as much of a non-answer as you can possibly come up with, even for a great big blowhard piece of crap like Mike Pompeo. So Pompeo and Mattis both took the side of the president and the crown prince, saying there's no definitive proof. There's no proof. Pompeo said, quote, I do believe I've read every piece of intelligence, unless it's come in the last 2 hours. I think I've read it all. There's no direct reporting. See? There's no direct reporting connecting the crown prince to the murder of Jamal Khashoggi. And that's all I can say in an unclassified setting. I know shit that you'll never know, is what he's saying here. But you like that? There's no direct reporting. They don't use the word evidence because there's lots of evidence. In the first place, Pompeo and this shameful General Mattis, oh my God. What Pompeo wants us to believe, and so does Mattis, that a torture, dismemberment murder can occur with a 14, 15-man Saudi hit squad who arrives in Turkey with a bone saw, and all of that can happen without the titular leader of Saudi Arabia knowing anything about it. That's like saying, the numbers are different, but that's like saying Stalin had no idea of the slaughter that went on in the Ukraine. Yeah, Stalin. Jim Mattis, boy. What happened to the spines, the courage, the leadership qualities of these flag-rank generals who went to work for Trump and, like Mike Flynn, wound up as a dumb little fucking criminal? Or these two who have just lost whatever courage they might have had. I'm beginning to think they didn't have any to begin with. They were willing to send other people into battle to die or have their arms and legs blown off, but they can't stand up to this fucking Trump? They're going to stand out there, Jim Mattis going to stand out there and fucking lie and deny and pretend like Trump has been telling the truth. What happened to you, Jim Mattis? Or did nothing happen to you? Is this the way you were all the time? How disgraceful. Mattis told journalists that the Trump administration still has, quote, no smoking gun that the Crown Prince was involved, not the intelligence community or anyone else. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Because I'm betraying my fucking uniform. I'm betraying the fact that I used to send and lead men into battle. I have become a piece of shit under Donald Trump's heel. And I'm happy being here. Is that what Mattis is saying? Sure sounds like it to me. This is horrible. Of course, what Mattis and Pompeo said is totally contradicted by media reports that the CIA had concluded with high confidence that the murder was carried out at the direction of this Crown Prince fucker. And what they said, Pompeo and Mattis, forget Trump. Trump's an asshole. Maybe Pompeo and Mattis are now too. I don't know. But what they said is completely at odds with what you would expect, and it sets an unusually high bar for U.S. officials when it comes to establishing fault for crimes committed by leaders overseas. They want irrefutable proof. I guess they want to see Prince bin Salman actually slicing some of the fingers off, or gouging out the eyes, or signing a princely order to go kill the fucker. And short of that, these guys are going to just keep parroting the bullshit that Trump tells them to parrot. What has happened? Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. As you know, we've switched formats and are now broadcast exclusively on the Progressive Voices Network. So that means you get fewer program interruptions, no corporate commercials, and lots of profanity. But our format change also means some of our radio listeners no longer hear the program. It's been a while since I mentioned our podcasts, so you may have forgotten that there is a way to listen to this program anytime you need a good dose of screaming. Visit MikeMalloy.com and subscribe to our podcasts. You have your choice. You can listen to the ranting with the audio podcast or listen and watch me lose control with a video podcast subscription. As a podcast subscriber, you can download the program to your mobile device and take me with you wherever you go. And if you have a friend who needs a dose of truth-seeking, you can give a gift subscription as well. That's MikeMalloy.com
and never miss a minute of the uncensored fun and frivolity.